Okay.
Hello guys, this is Aisha Makara and the artist voice. Today I have beautiful Thea Zo. She's a body painter, a tattooist. What was handpoke tattooist, archer, writer, and outdoor enthusiast. She's right now currently on a road trip around all United States. Wow, that's amazing. Thea, share with us your background and who you are and what you like to do and where you are right now.
So I am a multidimensional creative. I do a lot of different stuff. So sometimes, like, I change it up. Right now, I'm traveling across the US and I'm tattooing while I'm on the road, which has been really cool. But I've also been, meeting with different followers and teaching them archery, or I've also been writing and hiking a lot and cleaning up parks as I go along, which has been really cool. And just writing, about my experiences and all that stuff. So it's been fun. It's been a journey, but I can see how it affects and impacts the people around me, especially the strangers that I've come across. So
You inspire them for sure. Inspired all strangers, just being you.
yeah, it's been really cool. Oh, thank you, Seth. Yeah.
You're welcome.
So why did you decide to be like a body painter? Like share with me a little bit your like a background or story of yourself, how you started to do all these different beautiful things that you're doing right now. How many years you're doing your tattoo practicing, or like, because you do so many beautiful things. So I'm just curious.
It's a lot of stories. It's a lot of stories right there. So, let's see. With tattooing, I've always been a creative. So when I was about 12 years old, I wanted to be a tattoo artist, and that ended up happening. When I first was traveling on the road, when I was 21, when I turned 21, I first became a tattoo artist. And I was really lucky because at the time I had run out of money and, decided to be resourceful. And I was like in Peru when I ran out of money, and I was like, okay, let me just sell my drawings and fingers crossed. And the second tattoo shop that I went to, they said, you could do this yourself. And I was like, well, I don't know how to tattoo, so like, I don't know about that. And they said, no, we could teach you. And then I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. So 7 years later, I've built up a pretty good base, and it's all hand poke tattoos. I don't use a machine, so it's pretty specialized, and I don't really care to like um, market myself or anything like that. All of my clients are word of mouth, and I prefer to keep it that way because those experiences and those tattoos have a lot of meaning behind them, and how they come to be is a beautiful story in and of itself. What else? Archery. I started practicing 3 or 4 years ago, and some friends of mine, they invited me, and I did really well at it. So they wanted me to meet this person down in the Everglades when I was still living in Florida. And the person that I met turned out to be like, he does competitive archery, and he's like fifth in the world. And he wanted me to start competing immediately, or at least after like a month of practice. And I was like, it's not my thing. I just want to, do this for the meditative aspect of it and also teach people, which I really enjoy doing. Like that really brings me a lot of joy. And seeing a couple people now really get into archery after me teaching them that's like the top of the top for me.
That's beautiful.
Body painting, I just started going to events, and I remember seeing someone like drawing on other people, and I was like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun. I want to do that. That looks, like after tattooing, and, you're so hyper focused on what you're creating and how permanent it is. Being able to body paint is just like it's a relaxing, you know, a relaxing method. So I was doing that. And then there was this company called Tribal Markers that they do that professionally. And they're like, please, like we would love to have you as a part of our team. So started doing that, and it's for fun. So,
Whatever you
but
do
even
right now,
that
it's for
has like
fun.
it's always has to be, you
That's
know.
beautiful. Wow. It's such a beautiful energy. I believe like when you do things with love and you're just really passionate about them, it's create completely different vibe around you.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah.
so
And the people
beautiful.
that you come across are like, they're just such genuine and authentic people, and you have like such great connections, and that's all it's based upon. And sharing that energy is really cool.
That's beautiful. I love it. I really enjoyed to listen about that. So I have a question for you. What
Okay.
inspires you to create your art? Like you're so creative in so many different areas of your life, and what inspires
Mm,
you to be so passionate about that?
I think just the fulfillment of expression is more than enough. Being able to express it through my own body, and um, being openly inspired by everything, by people, by nature. For me, it's usually nature, but then sometimes I see really cool things that people do. Like lately, I have been extremely inspired by people that climb. So, like all of the gear and the hooks, and they're doing this crazy, like they are climbing high rocks, like just them. That is so cool to me. And like, I really want to do that, and it inspires me to go after those views. But then I also see things like cliff jumping, and like it brings me such an adrenaline rush. Like it's so scary, but it's so cool at the same time. Or I see aspects of nature that I'm like, man, I wish, I want to be able to memorialize it into one thing just for this moment,
Mm.
and I need to capture it now, otherwise like I lose that magic. And it's the same thing with tattooing. People tell me like they don't even know what they want to get tattooed, and I'll say to them, think of an experience that transformed your life, that like really brings you a lot of lessons and teachings and keeps you grounded. And from there, we're already able to come up with something that is so uniquely theirs, that they are so connected to. And then at the end of the tattoo, they're like, I feel like this has always been here. We just needed to manifest it.
I want to have a tattoo from you. And now, when you're getting back to Miami, let me know. I want to have a tattoo from you because I have a tattoos like in
Yeah.
my back, like little one, and I have in my leg,
Mm-hmm.
and I would in my right side. And I was just thinking the other day, like, oh, I should balance it. Probably I should add two extra tattoo in my left side, kind of something
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. I'm just still thinking about that, but you never know. I feel like
Yeah.
it's the right moment. I will feel for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. No stress on it. It's your body, and whatever, when you feel the time is right and you feel that you really connect with your artist, I think that is always the best time. We should all
Exactly.
have really good experiences when we get our tattoos. So,
I believe so too. Yeah. What impact do you want to create with your art for the world?
mm, ooh, I like that question a lot. Um, it's interesting because like it's not just about art for me, it's about my way of being and who I am as a person, that I want to leave. Like I want to leave a legacy, and it's not even anything that's tangible. Like, yes, there are some aspects of tangibility to it, whether it's the writing or the drawing or tattoos and the things that I teach people. Yeah, like those are all tangible things that can be passed on, but it's more so how I've uplifted people and how I've inspired them to do the things that they need to do for themselves. And holding that space for people to just like be who they really are. And we need more of that in this world. So keep
I,
on, just, keep on doing that.
I believe so. Yeah, thank you for sharing. And
Yeah.
who are like who you want to be? You like what role you see in yourself next 5 years in a global community, in a local community, or like
Mm-hmm.
national community, whatever you look at as a community. How you see yourself next 5 years?
Well, it's interesting to answer this question because I feel like 5 years ago, if you asked someone this question, they would not have imagined that what's going on in the world right now to have happened, you know? And we all want to hold on to these goals, but sometimes the universe has different ideas and different plans for us. And I'm not one to get in the way of the universe. No one can do that. Um, and so one aspect of me says I want to be teaching. I definitely want to have at least a book or two out, or some copies of my work, sketchbook wise, creative wise. Definitely even more established, maybe internationally with tattooing. That would be really cool. And probably like have my own place where I can go to 6 months out of the year and, like just step into my creative flow and then travel for the other 6 months of the year.
Exactly like I want, exactly the same. I
Yep.
want.
Yep.
I'm still thinking where I want to be the 6 months. Do I want to be like here in Florida, or do I want to be like Europe, like Portugal or Spain, and stay like there because it's so quiet. It's so little people there. It's not so many people. And I was thinking like, oh, you can be in an island because they have like this Azores Islands or Madeira, and it's super cheap to buy like farm there or something very like small and beautiful. And I'm just thinking like, it's so beautiful. Like if you check Madeira, it's so many flowers. It's like so many beautiful flowers there. And it's like the smell of the flowers is like all island that just you just high without even
Yep.
feeling like
Yep.
high.
I
And
know that feel.
and I was just feeling like, I would like to like travel next 5 years. Like I'm staying here, but like after that, I just really want to like stay somewhere very peaceful, where just me, myself, and I, not so many cars, not so many, it's like so many people around moving, just me and like nature around me that I can do hikings. First I was thinking like about Hawaii. Now I'm just thinking like more smaller than that. I don't know. It's just my like things. Like each of us is different, but I have exactly the same idea. 6 months for myself and like 6 months for the world.
Right. Right.
because
Absolutely.
because now we are like, so we don't need anymore all this. We can do so much work virtual.
From
We don't
home.
need
Yeah.
we don't need to work
Absolutely.
so much either, and it's super cheap there. It's super cheap. It's like for 6 months I can maybe spend like less than $5,000. It's like for
Oh,
food
nice.
and the
It's really
rent
good.
and everything. And if when
Yeah.
especially you buy something, it's less than even that.
Nice.
So I was thinking like that. So we're kind of similar. You see, thinking it's great. That's beautiful. And what do you think? What challenges artists meet nowadays because with COVID and all the things that's happening? Do you think like the artist who's already like who choose that path and already working with path for like years, is any like challenges in a way? As
I
well.
think I think being technologically sound There is so much information that is constantly being pumped out into the world that a lot of amazing artists can get lost in the sauce, and it can be difficult to, at least for me, like I very much believe in working from an authentic space. So I don't care to gain as many followers as possible. I don't care to, like get my words out to as many people. It's all about those connections being true and those connections being authentic and real, you know. For me, the most important aspect of being an artist is to be true to my expression. And it can be very easy to get inundated with the capitalist aspect of everything, trying to make money off of everything. Like, I don't care about material objects, obviously. Like, I sold all my stuff, and I went traveling. So I don't think it's necessarily about how financially abundant we can be, but honestly, like how true we can be to ourselves without, selling ourselves off in the name of, making money. And that is, I think, a really big challenge because we can so easily sell ourselves and forget who we truly are. So
It's very easy, especially like with all this technology we are right now. We have all this technology. It's like I just like, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to run away and just be in the island.
I drove off to the middle of nowhere.
I like
I was
feel on
like,
top of the
I'm out of
mountain.
here, guys. Like, I fucking can't. I can't.
And yeah, it's too much. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I mean, and many times actually it's overwhelming. Anyway, this is life
Yes.
right now. We just get to accept it because we're always moving forward no matter what. But we get to choose our own speed and choose our
Yes.
own vibe, the vibe we want to
Mm-hmm.
create and people we want to
Mm-hmm.
attract in our life. It's enough money for everyone. And how much I need to
Absolutely.
like, to create my abundance life. I don't need
Yeah,
so
I don't
much.
need I don't need everything. I like I don't need the looks to, share my expression, or share my words, or, what I've learned. I don't need any of that. Like, and what I found is that, like, as I've let go and just given freely, people, oh my goodness, like complete strangers give to me in such beautiful ways. And it's definitely taught me how to receive, because I give so much and I'm not used to receiving. Like, if someone gives to me, I want to give back to them tenfold. And then, and then people are like, no, you can just sit here and just accept. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with my hands? Like, what am I supposed to do here? And they're like, that's it, you're doing it. Like, okay, I guess is
Yeah,
this is enough,
that's so true.
but also not limiting our understanding of abundance, because we're
Exactly.
so abundant in so many other ways. So
Abundance and joy in our life.
mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful. I had the other day I've been in this call like I love marketing and they have amazing vibe. I love to be in that calls. They like have this calls twice a month and they talk a lot about business and marketing and many different things. Billionaires in that calls as well, like spending their time with us. And I was like, oh my gosh, these people like from the Shark Tank, like one of those like first of the like advertising people who made like billions on that. Like, but he's so
Mm-hmm.
humble, like just being there with
Mm.
these people there, like. And I said, and he explained exactly the same. He says, I never think in the beginning when you're young, I'm thinking about money, I'm thinking about this and this, but like after a while, I was just thinking about to give and give and give and give my knowledge, my wisdom, everything, whatever I have, I just give, give, give. and this is what life about. And the money will
Mm-hmm.
come when you're very
Mm-hmm.
good at something and you're just continuously doing it. It will grow,
Mm-hmm.
grow, grow naturally, and people want you more and more, want
Mm-hmm.
you,
Yeah.
your energy, your time. And it's like, and again, it's you get to limit how many people you
Right.
want to have in your life, how much attention
Right.
you want to have in your life. Of course. And the last question I have for you is like, what advice do you want to give to the people who just started their artistic career, or like career with tattoo, or like with arching, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever? What advice you can give?
Throw your fears and your self-doubt and anything that limits you into your fuck it bucket.
That's
I
so
like I
true. Yeah, I love
I'm
it.
so serious right now. You need to have a good relationship with your fuck it bucket because the more bold you become with the things that you do, with believing in your artwork and believing in your expression, the better your expression can be. And
Yeah.
the more pure your expression can be, you know. And you and I have interacted in person. You know, like it's all right
Yeah.
here. It's all
Yeah, I
right
was just
here.
like looking at us in the picture right now from my Zoom call, and I was like, we're so like, even the face, it's like we're from completely different world, like where you grew up
Mm-hmm.
and like where I grew up, and like, and we look so like in some ways so similar. So
Mm-hmm.
weird. It's like I was like,
Mm.
are we sister or what? Like some people will like, and I was thinking in my mind, I was like, some people probably will say to me and send me message and say like, is your sister? She's your sister or what? You know?
Mm.
I said, yes, she's my soul sister.
Oh, that's so precious. What's been really cool is that like for me writing has been such a reprieve from all the crazy experiences that like I have in my life, you know, and so many strangers message me and they're like, I feel like I know you truly. And I'm like, yeah, you know, you do know me because this is complete honesty. This is 100%. I'm not fucking around here. Like I'm telling you as straight as I can, you know, like barely any just like dramatics or anything like that. This is all my ridiculous life. You know.
And this is the fun part, right? It's like, this is
Yes,
the bold
yes.
part. Yeah, that's so
Yep.
true. Oh my God.
Being bold about it, being honest about it, you know, and also like being willing to learn from every single aspect of your life. Like you can learn from anywhere, you know,
Yeah,
from anyone, from anything. Like,
I
so.
agree totally. Thank you very much, Thea. It was a pleasure to meet you and talk to you. Thank you for your wisdom. I appreciate it a lot.
Oh,
Namaste.
thank you.
Nice to talk to you.